Hey guys, Backslash 26 here, and I'm here with a video for one of my viewers. He asked me a question. He sent me an email on YouTube, and he just said, "Hey, I love the Slash 4x4 into the buggy conversion, and I might do it." First thing, about how much money did it take to build the Slash into the buggy? So, first off, this did cost me quite a lot. It cost me $140.12 to get it shipped here too. These are all the products that I got. Some things you really don't need, but other things you do. So I got the AKA Racing 1/8 wheel adapters, Hot Bodies wing mount, A-Main Hobbies sticker. Yeah, just all that. What you really don't need is the hex screw, maybe the shock spring, the A-Main stickers. I mean, it's really up to you how much you want to spend. I was on a budget, so I didn't go for the Proline wing. I went for the Hot Bodies wing. In my opinion, they look about the same thing, so I didn't really care. Everything else I had to custom fabricate, like the front body mount. I had to put an aluminum plate right here, aluminum plate back here for the rear body mount, and I just had some screws laying around, so you can use that. You can probably go to Home Depot and find these. And then for the rear, I took off the aluminum bulkhead, and I put in the Slash 2-wheel drive hinge pins. That way I don't have much weight on it. I believe it reduced in a few grams, which is quite good. And for the front, I cut down the front bumper, cut it quite a lot, because it would be around here if I didn't. And I custom fabricated it, drilled 2 holes, and got my front bumper. Does a really nice job. And to hold in the front retaining pins, I went to my local plastic shop. They just cut you pieces of plastic, basically. And I got a square piece, and that cost me $1. So I drilled some holes in it, and it holds in the retaining pins really nice. Alright, so next question. Did you change the A-arms that are stuck on the Slash to like buggy ones? To answer that, I didn't really. But for the rears, I broke them quite a while ago, so I just put on RPMs. Yeah. And if the front ones break, I'm planning to go with RPMs. I really wouldn't suggest any aluminum, just because they bend, they're expensive, and once you bend it, it's not that great. Also, you put more stress on parts, kind of like what Squirrels said on his recent video on aluminum. I'll link you to that in the description. And did you change anything with the transmissions in the front or back? So for the driveline, I geared down to a 10-tooth pinion by Robinson's Racing. For the front diff, I went with Team Associates 5000 diff fluid. For the rear, I went with a 30K diff fluid by Team Associated. But that's really up to you because I like how mine's set up. But I might have to try it since the diff fluid is still kind of driving a little like a short course truck, but it does drive quite nice. A lot better than the Slash. And can you tell me a detailed summary of what you did and changed and how you did it? Like what parts you bought, all of that. Alright. So, I did change my roll center a bit. I forget, but I think I changed it from the stock and put it on the higher roll center. I'm not sure if that's the stock setting because I did change it before, and yeah. I put in more negative camber. That way the wheels are more slanted like that. For the fronts, I put in more positive camber. Nothing really to the front. For the springs, I went with Racer's Edge T-Max 20% shocks. In my opinion, they're much better than the stock Slash springs for a buggy. And I just put this little plastic thing so I wouldn't scratch up the shock caps that much since I have aluminums. And just to keep the temps down, I added a fan. I got it from my local electronics store. I used a piece of aluminum, cut it out, custom fabricated it, and mounted it to my servo mounts, and just mounted it onto my motor heatsink. And then I also added an STRC motor mount with heatsink just to keep the temps lower, but that's been there for quite a while. And I just added this piece of foam right here. It's basically to keep out dirt and rocks out of the slipper, because once I was just driving this and a piece of rock got stuck in it and my slipper got messed up. As for the bottom, this got really bottomed out once and the hole just kept getting bigger, so I just left it. But I like it a lot better like this because rocks don't get trapped inside, so they basically just fall down. As for the wing, I just got a piece of plastic, drilled some holes in it, and aligned it with the wing, so it's basically really stiff. And then so also for the body, I went to Walmart, got me some Velcro, and it's supposed to really keep the body from rattling. Well, yeah, it's really meant to like keep the body from rattling, stop any damages. As for any specific mods, I cut down the battery tray a bit to support my lipos. That's about it. Alright, so thanks for your question, and I hope this answered all your questions. So if you need more help with something, just ask in the comments below. Alright, so thanks for watching.